Windsmith has a lot of different systems to upgrade your gear and talents. You have your mystic skills, your oddities, your talents, your gear and gear tier sets, and of course your inner ways. The thing is, the inner ways can also be upgraded multiple times to make them more powerful forever, and this won't really change in a season later or in a breakthrough. You will indeed have all of this unlocked forever. So investing on the ones that you actually want to use for the builds that you like is very important. Of course, there are inner ways like Moral Chant that are almost useful for every build, but some of them are very specific for particular weapons. That being said, this system, in order to actually get all these inner ways, will be one of the longest grinds in the entire game. So being efficient at it and seeing exactly how all the systems works and all of the places where you can get all of these items is very important. So in this video, I want to go through how you can upgrade them, a few little tricks to make it a bit easier, and what to do if you end up making a mistake, as there are some ways to fix this. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning, and let's get into it. So the way that this works, and every one of the inner ways works this way, you will need special notes. These notes will make you be able to upgrade your inner ways slowly. First, it's gonna ask you for 10, then 20, then, well, way more until you get to the end. The thing is, the end is very good usually. For example, this Sword Nerf will give me the special effect that we have on normal, on Nameless Blade to do it again. Just that one right there, go on it again, which is the main source of damage. So these are very, very powerful. And you have many ways to actually get these notes. So the first thing that I would recommend is getting you the random inner way notes. As you can see here, you are gonna get these items and you're gonna open them, and it's gonna get you a random one. So this will help you a little bit, giving you an idea to where you want to go. I got a lot of this particular inner way. I want to spend on that one specifically, and I got a lot of them that are not very useful. I won't do those instead. You get this from just doing your daily logins from Tamtam. Here, for example, in day 16. Apparently you get it from this fireworks show that happens every Sunday and Saturday. You will have to check your time, of course, for this. And it gives you one chest. I had no idea about this, so you can just do it weekly. You get it from your Jadefish weekly shop. So you should always be buying the inner way note chest and inner way note chest again. Every one of them, the 40 of them every week, as this is very, very, very important for progression. You will also be getting yourself a few of them when we finally get to the end of the Taping Mausoleum Foundation Trials. In the Divine Challenges, you'll be able to get more of this as well. And you can get 20 for free from Zhao Feiyan's warehouse. You probably have tried to get into this place, but you get kicked out every time, as the guards will not let you in. But what you can do is go to this guy Sun Shang, plead and haggle. Oh, I guess you have to first exhaust all the other options, and once you do, you can plead and haggle. It'll tell you, nah, not really, I don't care, and then you can just pay him 20,000 coins to let you in, and then boom, you can just go in here, go in the middle of this hall, get that juicy chest while you're at it, get to the next place right here, get up the stairs, and talk to Zhao Feiyan, and he will indeed tell you, oh, a lingering melody too. Nice. Well, inner way notes. 20 of them, only one time, and you can get lucky and get something good from here. You will only have to buy this one time though. Not gonna be able to do it again. Now, for specific inner ways, you have the Wayang Merchant Shop in Kaineng in here. Travel there right now, and he will sell you a lot of these inner notes for Echo Jade. Now, they are pretty expensive, so I would probably recommend you to get this ones only when you know that that is the one you want to upgrade. I know, no, I'll decide later. I'm still making my build, so I don't want to make a decision I'll regret. You also can get some of them from the energy challenges. You can see that any of them will give you an inner way node custom chest. We have 103. Oh, I need to open this ones. The outpost challenges will also give you an option, a possibility of getting. No, actually, no. You will always get one. Yeah, but you have to spend R&D for it, so you are capped on this ones. But the campaign challenges don't seem to give you this. Only the outpost challenges and the sword trials. But indeed, if you use a lot of these ones, if you use all of your RNG all the time, you can just open this chest, and this ones you can have a little bit more power upon what you get. You can see here that it will give you a pool of different inner ways. Not all of them, just some of them. So you can check out, oh, this is the one I really, really want. And this one doesn't give me the one that I really, really want. So I'll go for this one instead, right? For example, you obviously have to actually check, and I would probably focus on trying to get the legendary ones the most, as these are the rarest one and hardest to get. Now there's a more specific one that you can go for, and these ones are incredible. So what you can do is, if you pick any of the actual inner ways that you want, you go to inner way breakthrough, you're gonna see the specific node you need, and you're gonna see that there's these things called path trials, and if you click on them, you're gonna see that if you do specific things with specific weapons, you will be getting, look at that, those specific nodes, which is super good, because usually it's a little bit random, right? You get any of them in one particular chest for just a few of the different nodes, and this one actually gives you the one that you need. So for example, it says right here, when deployed with a martial art set, achieve maximum HP 10,000. I did this, so I claim it, and it's gonna start getting to the next spot. Now as you can see here, I need way more. I need 12 out of 12 to get this, so I'm gonna have to do all of this other stuff as well, all these challenges. Now it is very important to see that in order to do this, sometimes you will need a specific set of weapons as well. Right here, for example, it says upgrade both Thundercry Blade and Thunderberg Spear to tier 3. So I need to do both of this in order to get this one. Then it says upgrade an inner way of your path to tier 1. And this is the tank path. So any inner way that is considered, and there's a few of them here, if I grade it to tier 1, I'll achieve this, giving me even more notes. And then complete any campaign in solo mode with this combination, right? So on the Thundercry Blade, the Stormbreaker Spear, Breaker. There you go. And of course, this will apply to every one of the other ones as well, just with different types of combinations of things. And then you will keep unlocking. So just focus on the type of gameplay you want, and you'll be able to get these achievements and get more and more notes. Some of them will also give you inner way node chests as well, the more you do these challenges from different weapons. So just focusing on these challenges is a very good idea. You'll also see that there's a special thing we haven't talked about, the tips exchange. And this one, if you press it, you're gonna see this weird currency that you probably have nothing out of if you haven't done this before. And this can be acquired by recycling inner ways. So if there's something you don't like, if there's some sort of inner way that you know you're never gonna use, I'm not a healer, so I'm never gonna use the fan, for example, I can grab these ones and make them disappear to get this currency to buy these chests. That will give me a random inner node. Now it is random, so you should never ever do this if you know that you might actually end up using one of these inner ways. It's not gonna be worth it. But if you know you're not gonna play these other things, yeah, this is gonna be a nice thing to go for. Now, the way this works is that if you spend 1 blue, you will get 2 of this currency. If you spend 1 epic, you'll get 5, and if you spend a legendary, you'll get 15. That's a lot of difference here. So obviously, ideally, you would go for the very expensive ones to get the most amount of points here. But I don't know. Personally, I'm kind of a completionist, so I feel like it's not really worth engaging with this unless you really know that you're not going to use something at all ever. It's a nice system to be had, but yeah, I might not actually use it myself. There's another system called conversion in case that you make a mistake. Let's say that I spent all of my inner ways on this one, on Soulmorph, and I don't like this weapon anymore. I don't like it. I want to spend it in something else. What you can do is grab something else, right? And transfer all of the points that I got from one into the other one. Now, this is interesting because you cannot do it with some of them. For example, the Battle Anthem, I got it from the Jade vendor, and this is a direct vendor, so it doesn't let you transfer this one because it would be too overpowered. So it only lets me transfer the ones that I got from the random chests. You only get 4 of these conversions every season, and then you'll have to actually start paying actual currency to do it again. And in top of that, you only get 8 a season. So they're free, but even if you pay, you're gonna have to spend a bit more afterwards. Sorry. But even if you want more, you will indeed get a limit there as well. The thing is, whenever you actually convert, this one is not gonna go here and you're gonna get 5, but instead it's just gonna swap it. So if I click here, you're gonna see that I'm gonna end up with 14 on Battle Anthem because there's 4 here, and they're gonna travel to here, and then Adaptive Seal will end up with 1. So it's a interesting system. It's pretty fair, I think, and it should only be used in very particular situations. Don't use it willy-nilly. You're not gonna be able to abuse this in some way. It's just gonna be like, if it benefits you because you made a mistake, it'll work. If you're trying to use this on purpose to get some very bad skills that you don't want to transfer into some good skills, it most likely won't really work because you will already have some of the other ones anyways, and you're gonna be benefited by a very, very small amount. So just be careful with how you use this. You also can only use it epic to epic, legendary to legendary, blue to blue. It's pretty restrictive in this manner. So what is the best way of doing this? Well, play the game, collect as many of this chest as you can, open the randoms, and then check what you've got. Maybe you got something unlucky, and one of the things that you really don't care about, for example, let's say you're not a healer and you got a lot of, 6 of the legendary ones for the Blossom Barrage, you can swap up into something you got less of, maybe, right? If not, you can come in here and maybe destroy a few of the ones that you really don't care about, and then use these tickets to get some of the specific chests that you can open to get a bit of luck into your side. And then when you're done, you can start upgrading it and getting all of the special buffs to make your character and your builds insanely strong. So there you go. Hopefully this helped you. It definitely helped me making this video to understand the system a bit better. Let me know if you have any questions. Go to my Twitch to ask me more questions, of course. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning. See you guys around. Love you all. Ciao, ciao.